What's up? What's up? Good morning. Welcome back to another beautiful day. It's Wednesday, right in the middle of the week. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, the number one daily morning mastermind for those who want to elevate and grow in their business, professional, and personal lives. So it's a great day. It's a beautiful morning, and we're gonna get just hop right back into it. So the verse of the day, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 35 through 36. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what he has promised. This verse is sticking with me, as it stuck with me since the first time I read it. And I was going over, I was like, oh yeah, I got to include this week in a daily dose because there's so much happening in the world, so much happening that we can lose sight what God's promise is to us, right? And it's not really I'm not talking about earthly things, right? It's really talking about being rewarded with heaven. Um, it's being rewarded with being in God's presence, right? And yes, we can have heaven on earth, and that's not material things. We can have peace, we can have love, we can have joy, right? We can have an abundance of whatever it is that we want here on earth. So we got to remember that sometimes we got to persevere through things to get the promises that God has for us. It's so important to remember that. Um, Confidence is so important. Confidence in self and confidence in God. So remember that when you going through these trials and tribulations, we have to persevere so that we can get the rewards. And like I said, we can have heaven on earth, and that's truly a wonderful life. We just got to be the best that we can be every single day. Got to go out and be the best that we can be. That's the verse of the day. I'll hop right into the business topic for today. This is a huge one. It's gonna be. I'm talking about developing a pitch for your business, right? And so this is important because this helps you to develop relationships. It helps you to secure funding. It helps you gain new customers or clients, new partners, and potentially new mentors as well. And there's two types of pitches for your business. You got the elevator pitch and you got your formal pitch. Your elevator pitch is very concise and specific, uh, 2 minutes max, really 30 seconds to 2 minutes, but who you are, what do you do? Why do you do it? And then boom, a call to action. You could start with a hook, but that's going to be after you have more practice and more experience really doing this. And that's for casual events or introductions. If you had a networking event, boom, you need to have an elevator pitch ready. You should have that locked in. If you are attending an event with your um, spouse and she's introducing you to a family member and they say, what do? You need to have your elevator pitch ready, right? You need to know these things so that you can be able to quickly, briefly explain what you do. If you at church and you just meeting somebody or somebody's introducing you to somebody, you should have your elevator pitch ready to go. It's so important. So important. So again, that's who you are, what you do, why you do it, and then the call to action. The call to action could be like, "Hey man, here's my business card. Send me a text. So I have your information. Oh, here's my business card. Take a look at my website, see some of the things we have to offer. Here's my business card. Send me an email or something." Right. That's what a call to action is. Give me a call. We can set up another time to meet. This is why you need an elevator pitch ready, and that should be something that you practice all the time. Get it down, write it down, and get it down pat so you'll know it, and then practice it as you go through your day-to-day interactions with people, right? Because there's always times where we get introduced to people and we are learning uh, more people. We just learning more and more people. So we need to know that. Now, the formal pitch. This is used mainly to secure funding or to gain partners. It could be potentially to gain clients or customers, but that would be, situational. But the formal pitch is super important. You want to start with a hook. You want to captivate attention. You want to probably like lead with a question that's pertaining to the business or industry that you are in. But then your intro, that's going to be who you are, where you're from. Um, it could include how old you are. It could not. That depends on you and really the type of person you are, the pitch you want, whatever you want to include. But who you are, where you're from, is going to be the name of your business, and you want to give yourself a title. A lot of people, there's a lot of different titles for the owner of a business. You can say founder, I'm the CEO, I'm the president of blah blah blah, I'm the principal, I'm the managing partner. It's a lot of different terms you can use, but you want to make sure that you find one that fits and suits you and your business. The next thing is the most important, one of the most important things in your pitch. You want to craft a compelling story. How you came up with the idea, how you got where you are now, and the vision of your business for the future. You want to really captivate and engage whoever you're talking to so that they can be interested in the business and more so interested in yourself. There's a saying that people don't give the causes, they give the people. That's a saying for the nonprofit industry, but also um, it's the same thing with investing. People don't people invest in businesses, yeah, but they invest more in the person because they believe in that person, right? They believe that person will generate those returns that they say they will. They believe in the passion that the person is bringing to the table. So you want to craft that compelling story. Like, how did you come up with this idea? How you got where you are, and like I said, the vision. You want to have this stuff written down. You want to have this stuff known. You should know it yourself, right? But it also should be concise. You want the story to be a great story, but you also want it to be concise. You don't want to just start talking for 15 minutes about, your business and give every overview, right? Now, the next thing, this is a huge thing because it creates that sense of there's an issue. They say that all businesses solve a need, right? Or solve a problem. So you want to define that problem that your business solve. What is the issue at hand? And you might talk about this a little bit when you talk about how you came up with the idea, but you can really dive into that part now. It's like, okay, the real issue is that X, Y, and Z, right? This is the problem that we have in our industry. And you could be starting a business that is similar to another business, right? Or you're in the industry where there's a lot of people, but either way, that's still a problem. I'm gonna use the hair industry, for example. Is a lot of people do hair, but you might be raising money from an investor so that you can get a shop, right? Get your own shop instead of doing it out of your house. The problem is, right? There are many women who need to get their hair done, right? And there's not, I would still say to this day, there's still not enough people that do hair as it pertains to people who need their hair done. That would be the problem, right? And then of course you would get more specifically defined with whatever industry it is, and then boom, your solution. You want to be a little bit creative with your solution, and explain a little bit how your solution differs from other people's solutions, right? So maybe you offer more hours, maybe you offer better prices, maybe you offer services for, like, you offer additional services for an additional group of people that might not be served, right? Um, just different things, but just a general problem, and then you have the solution for your business. The next thing, you want to explain the market opportunity and your business model, like how you actually make money, right? So the market opportunity is, I'm located in this city. There are X amount of people in this city, right? There are X amount of people who visit this city per year. This city is getting new residents every year. We're growing at a rate of X%. These are the percentage of people who are estimated to use these services, right? You can go off your past experience if you already have some. You can go off data from the internet. if you need to get that. And like I said, your business model. How are all the ways that you make money? And just another key in your business, you should have more than one way of making money. You should be able to make money multiple ways, depending on the type of business that you are. You should have at least two different ways to make money. And what I mean by that is, like, you might have a service and you have upcharge, or you might have a subscription model that you can add into it, right? Or you can have consultation. Like, it's just, you want to be creative and you want to understand how you make money. You should have one primary way, and then all the other ones could be just additional ways for your business to make money. That way, you are really, really, as they call it, milking the cow. Next thing you want to do is highlight your achievements up to date. So what have you done? What have you accomplished in your business? How have you been able to grow your business? What are some of the things that you did? What skin in the game do you have, right? How much did you invest into your business? How much time did you put into your business? What are some of your client feedback, reviews, stuff like that? Here, if you have a team, you would introduce your team, the role that they play, how they have helped you, how they will continue to help you, and their purpose in there, how they are committed to seeing the business grow and go through. Next thing, which is probably the second most important thing, you got to review your financials. So you want to have those in order. We have made X amount of money up to date. We have made we have this much amount in our expenses. So this is our gross profit, this is our gross revenue, and this is our net profit, right? So you want to have all the information in. We are projected to do X amount next year. We are projected to grow by X% next year, right? With your investment, we'll bring in this and we'll be able to have X, Y, and Z moving forward for the future. So you want to have your financials really in order whenever you're doing a pitch. It's so important because you could, having your pitch together, you could present this to, as you grow your network, you could present this to people and you will be able to get money from sources that you would never would have thought of. It's so important. And then you want to end with the call to action. Like I said, this is more so, like I said, for an investor. So to be like, okay, I would like X amount of money for, you might be giving them equity in your business, you might be giving them a return, it might be based on a certain amount of timeline. It's whatever it is, whatever your call to action is, you want to end it with that call to action, making sure that we get some type of action and response from whoever we're pitching to. So that's really all about developing the pitch. It's super important to know that and understand that, so that we can grow, so that we can make some money, and that we can, like I said, develop relationships with people, secure funding, gain new customers or clients, have new partners potentially, and new mentors, people who can help us grow in our business. So that's all about developing a pitch. And then we'll go on to the personal development topic. It is so important to have this, and I got this. I won't say I came up with this, but I got this, and I've been working on it. I got this from somebody else I follow on social media. His name's CEO Maddie, but he just talked about how we should have a personal log of every single thing in our lives, right? We should, and this is for ourselves so that we can quickly refer back to it, and we need to know. And it's also just in case maybe we get injured and somebody else needs all of this information. And for some of the stuff in this, you can monetize it. You'll be able to monetize and use the information that you write down, for your advantage. So number one, you want to have all of your personal information documented. So I got your bio info. You want to have, like I said, that's your height, weight, name, right? That's your everything really that's on your license. You know what I'm saying? Skin color, hair color. Um, you can get way more granular, right? You want to have a lot of details of all your biography information, biology information, previous and current addresses, any of your personal skills. So this is not business skills, but this is like, okay, can you cook? Like, are you naturally good at cleaning up? Are you good at fixing stuff around the house? Are you good at um problem solving, communication, just personal, what they would call soft skills or like stuff that you would do in your personal life, right? What are your interests, right? What are you interested in? What are your favorite things to do? What are your clothes size, right? And then you should have copies of all important documents, driver's license, passports, title to your car, birth certificate, all of that type of stuff. You should have it. You should have all this stuff logged, and then boom, all your professional info, who your skills are. You should have all your previous and current resumes. You should have goals written down. Um, any all of your business information, and this could be okay. Your business, any business you have started that may have failed, you want to have documents, your lessons learned from that, right? And business that was successful, you want to have lessons learned from that. All this type of stuff, right? You want to have it documented. Your social information, um, your friends, who are your friends, right? Document that. People you have met. So this is where one of those things that can get monetized. Um, or you can just be a helping hand, but this is who for everything that you need in your life, this is like that. I got a guy for that type of situation. Do you have that? You want to have that documented so you can easily refer to it. Oh, I have a mechanic. Oh, I got somebody that can do this. I got somebody that can do that. And if somebody call you and they need that, you got somebody for it. You got it documented. You can easily refer to it. Mentors, write down who your mentors are. Write down who your family members are. And then your dream team. Understand who your dream team is. So that would include your spouse. That would include your any mentors. That would include um, just anybody on your team that you would need to have. Right. Number four is anything. All you don't have your emergency tools. So what are your plans? Like what if the United States goes to war, right? And they are and or rather, what if we have a catastrophe? What is your evacuation plan, right? Where are you gonna go if you need to leave? You need to have that plan right now. What if your house burned down? What if your house is on fire? Right? You need to have a plan. Just have you a whole bunch of emergency plans written down. You want to back up everything. Back up your phone. Like I said, you already had backup documents. You want to back up anything that's personal, right? Anything that's personal, anything definitely that's professional. You just want to have that backed up. Any code, so all passwords to anything, and then back up all important contacts, right? Next thing, you want to document all of your assets that you have, or any large possessions. So that could be anything from your house, your car, um, furniture that you have, anything, any jewelry, anything that you have that probably costs more than $1,000, right? That you want to document that. Document all the things that you have, so you can really know. Maybe you need to sell something sometime. You know all the stuff that you have because it's easy to accumulate things, and we don't really know a lot of the stuff that we have, right? So you want to know that. Set up asset protection. So put trackers on your car, right? People are stealing cars, or somebody, yeah, car trackers. Put trackers on your cars, so you always know what's going on. Make sure that you're doing your double authorization on social media. We're seeing a lot of people. It happens every day losing their Facebook account because they didn't got hacked, right? You want to make sure that we have that cameras on your home. Learn self defense, whether there's like I would say do both. Get a firearm, get a few firearms, but also learn self defense, like take boxing courses, take um self defense classes, whatever you need to do. But you need to have asset protection for yourself and your family. Number seven, you want to have all of your financial information documented, your current income, your projected future income, which your goals, as far as how much you would like to make. You want to have all of your savings accounts, your investment accounts. You want to have uh, your current credit situation, any debt that you have. You want to have all of your financial information documented, right? And then lastly, just any must know information that you have communicated, that you have accumulated over the years. So this is like, okay, I know this, and I need to know that, right? I need to know this, need to know that. You want to just have that written down. Really, just take some time to do all of this, because once you document this, you'll start to understand how much you truly know, how much knowledge that you truly have gained over the course of your lifespan, and you'll realize how many people you know and how many people you can reach out to, right? But we'll never know this. Um, well, we'll know it, but we won't know the extent of it until we start writing it down. And the key is, once we start writing stuff down, it's gonna want us to fill in places that we don't have, right? Like, for example, we might have a mechanic, but we might not have a yard guy, or we might have this, we might not have that. We want to fill out those things, right? We might not know what our suit sizes is. Now we need to go to the store and understand what our suit size is, ring size, right? All these different things we need to know so we can just have that information, like I said, and it could be passed down, or it could be used in an emergency situation, or it could be useful. So that'll wrap it up really for today. These two topics are important. We want to grow our businesses, and we want to have a detailed log of what's going on in our lives, right? And it's going to take some time to make, but be patient with yourself, and uh, we'll be able to get through it. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for today. Hope everybody have a fantastic day, and we'll be right back at it tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.